Have you ever wished you could read minds? Imagine walking into a room and instantly understanding what everyone is thinking and feeling without them saying a word. It sounds like a superpower, right? Well, today, I'm going to share with you the secrets to mastering this skill. By learning to read body language and gestures, you can gain incredible insights into people's thoughts and emotions. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll be equipped with 7 powerful Stoic tips that will make you feel like a mind reader. Ready to unlock this hidden potential? Let's dive in. Number 1. Observe facial expressions. Facial expressions are one of the most powerful tools we have for understanding what someone is thinking or feeling. Our faces can convey a wide range of emotions, from joy and surprise to sadness and anger. By learning to read these expressions, you can gain valuable insights into what's going on inside someone's mind. Let's start with the basics. A smile, for instance, is often a sign of happiness or friendliness. However, not all smiles are genuine. A real smile, known as a Duchenne smile, engages the muscles around the eyes, causing them to crinkle. A fake smile might only involve the mouth. By paying attention to these subtle differences, you can tell whether someone's smile is sincere or just for show. Another key facial expression to observe is the frown. A frown typically indicates sadness, frustration, or disapproval. Look for lines on the forehead or the corners of the mouth turning down. These signs can tell you that someone is not pleased with the situation. Surprise is another emotion that's easy to spot. When someone is surprised, their eyes widen and their eyebrows rise. This is often accompanied by an open mouth. Understanding this expression can help you gauge how someone is reacting to unexpected news or events. Fear and anger are also important expressions to recognize. Fear often shows up as wide eyes, raised eyebrows, and a slightly open mouth. Anger, on the other hand, can be seen in narrowed eyes, furrowed brows, and tightly pressed lips. These expressions can help you understand when someone feels threatened or upset. One of the most subtle but revealing facial expressions is contempt. This is shown by a slight sneer, with one corner of the mouth raised. It's a sign of disrespect or disdain, and recognizing it can give you insight into how someone feels about you or a situation. To become skilled at reading facial expressions, practice is key. Start by observing people in different settings, such as at work, at home, or even on TV. Notice how their expressions change in response to different situations. Over time, you'll become more attuned to these signals and better able to understand what people are really thinking and feeling. Remember, the face is a powerful communicator, and by paying close attention, you can unlock a deeper level of connection with those around you. Number 2. Notice eye movements. The eyes are often called the windows to the soul, and for a good reason. They can reveal a lot about what a person is thinking or feeling. By noticing eye movements, you can gain a deeper understanding of someone's emotions and intentions. One of the most important things to observe is eye contact. When someone maintains good eye contact, it usually means they are confident and engaged in the conversation. On the other hand, if someone avoids eye contact, it might indicate they are nervous, uncomfortable, or hiding something. Be aware, though, that cultural differences can affect how people use eye contact, so it's essential to consider the context. Blinking is another significant eye movement to watch. People typically blink about 15 to 20 times per minute. However, when someone is stressed or lying, they may blink more frequently. Conversely, a person who is deep in thought or concentrating hard might blink less often. By paying attention to changes in blinking patterns, you can pick up on subtle cues about a person's state of mind. The direction in which someone looks can also provide clues. For example, when people look up and to the right, They might be trying to remember something. Looking up and to the left often indicates they are imagining or constructing something in their mind. These patterns can vary from person to person, but understanding general trends can help you interpret what someone might be thinking. Dilated pupils are another fascinating aspect of eye movements. When someone is interested or excited, their pupils tend to dilate. Conversely, when they are angry or uncomfortable, their pupils may constrict. This reaction is usually involuntary, making it a reliable indicator of genuine emotion. Another cue to watch for is the gaze. If someone's eyes keep darting around the room, it might suggest they are anxious or distracted. A steady, focused gaze, on the other hand, indicates confidence and attentiveness. By becoming more aware of eye movements, you can significantly enhance your ability to read people. Practice observing these subtle cues in everyday interactions. Over time, you'll become more adept at interpreting eye movements and understanding the underlying emotions and thoughts. Remember, the eyes can reveal what words sometimes cannot, so keep your attention on them to gain deeper insights into the people around you. Number 3, pay attention to posture. Posture is a powerful indicator of a person's feelings and intentions. By paying attention to how someone holds their body, you can gain valuable insights into their confidence, openness, and overall state of mind. First, let's talk about confident posture. When someone stands or sits up straight with their shoulders back and head held high, it usually means they feel confident and in control. This kind of posture shows self-assurance and readiness to engage. On the other hand, if someone is slouching, with their shoulders hunched and head down, it often indicates a lack of confidence or feelings of insecurity. Another important aspect to notice is whether a person's posture is open or closed. An open posture, where the arms are relaxed at the sides and the body is facing you, suggests that the person is open, comfortable, and willing to communicate. In contrast, a closed posture, such as crossing arms or legs, might indicate defensiveness, discomfort, or a desire to create a barrier. Understanding these signals can help you gauge someone's receptiveness and mood. Leaning is another subtle but telling gesture. When someone leans in towards you, it usually means they are interested and engaged in what you're saying. It's a sign of attentiveness and involvement. Conversely, if someone leans away, it might suggest disinterest, discomfort, or even disagreement. Posture can also reveal levels of stress and relaxation. A person who is tense may have a rigid posture, with muscles visibly tight and movements less fluid. Relaxed individuals, on the other hand, tend to have a more casual and fluid posture, with smooth, unhurried movements. Mirroring is a fascinating aspect of posture. When people are in sync with each other, they often subconsciously mirror each other's body language. This can include adopting similar postures or gestures. Mirroring indicates rapport and a positive connection between people. By noticing whether someone is mirroring your posture, you can get a sense of how well you're connecting with them. To become more skilled at reading posture, practice observing people in different situations. Notice how their posture changes in response to various interactions and emotions. With time, you'll become better at interpreting these non-verbal cues, allowing you to understand and connect with others more effectively. Remember, posture speaks volumes, often more than words can convey. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon to stay updated with all my latest content. Number 4. Watch hand gestures. Hand gestures are a key component of body language, providing valuable clues about a person's thoughts and feelings. By paying attention to how people use their hands while talking, you can gain deeper insights into their emotions and intentions. One of the most common and expressive hand gestures is the use of open palms. When someone shows their palms, it often indicates honesty, openness, and a willingness to communicate. Open palms can make the person appear more trustworthy and sincere. Conversely, when someone hides their hands or keeps their palms down, it might suggest they are hiding something or feeling defensive. Pointing is another significant gesture. While pointing can be used to direct attention or emphasize a point, it can also come across as aggressive or confrontational, especially if done forcefully. Subtle pointing or using an open hand to indicate something is generally seen as more polite and less threatening. Hand movements can also reveal levels of confidence. Confident people tend to use their hands more freely and expansively when they talk. They might use broad gestures to illustrate their points and convey enthusiasm. On the other hand, nervous or unsure individuals might have more restrained hand movements, often keeping their hands close to their body or fidgeting. Watch for fidgeting or restless hand movements, as these can indicate nervousness, anxiety, or discomfort. Twisting fingers, tapping, or playing with objects like pens can all be signs that someone is feeling uneasy or stressed. These gestures can give you a heads up that the person might not be fully comfortable in the situation. Hand gestures can also reflect thought processes. For instance, touching the face or stroking the chin can be signs that someone is thinking deeply or trying to make a decision. These gestures often accompany moments of reflection or contemplation. One interesting aspect to observe is mirroring. Similar to posture, people often mirror each other's hand gestures when they are in sync or have a positive rapport. If you notice someone mirroring your hand movements, it's a good sign that they feel connected to you and are engaged in the conversation. To get better at reading hand gestures, practice watching people in different settings, such as meetings, social gatherings, or even on TV. Notice how their hand movements change with different emotions and situations. Over time, you'll become more skilled at interpreting these subtle cues, helping you understand and connect with others on a deeper level. Remember, hands can speak as loudly as words, so keep an eye on them to unlock more about the people around you. Number 5, listen to the tone of voice. The tone of voice is a powerful tool in communication, revealing much more than just the words being spoken. By listening carefully to the tone of someone's voice, you can gain significant insights into their emotions and intentions. First, let's consider the pitch of the voice. When someone is excited, anxious, or angry, their pitch tends to rise. Higher pitch often indicates heightened emotions. Conversely, a lower pitch can suggest calmness, confidence, or even sadness. Paying attention to these changes can help you understand how someone is feeling in the moment. Volume is another critical aspect to notice. People tend to raise their voice when they are passionate, angry, or trying to assert dominance. A loud, forceful tone can signal strong feelings or an attempt to control the conversation. On the other hand, a soft, quiet voice might indicate shyness, insecurity, or a desire to avoid confrontation. By observing the volume of someone's voice, you can better gauge their emotional state and their level of comfort in the conversation. The speed of speech also offers valuable clues. When someone talks quickly, it can suggest excitement, nervousness, or urgency. Rapid speech might indicate that the person is eager to convey their thoughts or is feeling anxious. Slow speech, in contrast, often signifies thoughtfulness, calmness, or even sadness. It can also be a deliberate tactic to emphasize points or to appear more authoritative. Another important element is the inflection or intonation. The way a person's voice rises and falls can convey different meanings and emotions. For instance, a rising intonation at the end of a sentence often indicates a question or uncertainty. A steady, flat intonation might suggest a lack of enthusiasm or interest. By tuning into these subtle variations, you can gain a better understanding of the speaker's true feelings and intentions. Pauses and hesitations are also telling. Frequent pauses or filler words like and can indicate that someone is unsure, uncomfortable, or lying. Smooth, continuous speech typically reflects confidence and clarity of thought. To become adept at reading the tone of voice, practice listening to people in various contexts, such as conversations, speeches, or even television shows. Focus on how their tone changes with different emotions and situations. Over time, you'll become more skilled at interpreting these vocal cues, allowing you to understand and connect with others more deeply. Remember, the tone of voice can reveal what words sometimes conceal, so listen carefully to uncover the true message. Number 6. Observe personal space. Personal space is a crucial aspect of nonverbal communication, offering significant insights into how someone feels about you and the situation. By observing how people manage their personal space, you can better understand their comfort levels, boundaries, and even their relationship with you. First, let's define personal space. Personal space is the physical distance we maintain between ourselves and others. This space can vary greatly depending on cultural norms, individual preferences, and the nature of the relationship. Generally, personal space can be divided into 4 zones: intimate, personal, social, and public. The intimate zone is reserved for close relationships, such as family and romantic partners. It extends up to about 18 inches from the body. If someone allows you into this space, it indicates a high level of trust and affection. Conversely, if you invade this space without permission, it can make the person feel uncomfortable or threatened. The personal zone ranges from 18 inches to about 4 feet. This space is typically used for interactions with friends and acquaintances. Maintaining this distance shows respect for the other person's comfort and boundaries. If someone steps back to increase the distance, it might indicate they need more personal space or are feeling uneasy. The social zone, extending from 4 to 12 feet, is often used for interactions in social or professional settings. This distance is comfortable for conversations with colleagues, acquaintances, or strangers. Observing how people use this space can help you gauge their level of formality and professionalism. The public zone, beyond 12 feet, is used for public speaking or when addressing large groups. It's a more impersonal distance that helps maintain a sense of formality and separation. By paying attention to personal space, you can also detect subtle changes in someone's comfort level. For example, if a person leans in or steps closer during a conversation, it might indicate they are interested or feel comfortable with you. On the other hand, if they lean back or step away, it could be a sign of discomfort or a desire to create more distance. Respecting personal space is essential for building trust and rapport. Always be mindful of the distance you maintain and adjust accordingly based on the other person's cues. Over time, you'll become more attuned to these subtle signals, helping you navigate social interactions with greater ease and understanding. Remember, personal space is a powerful indicator of comfort and boundaries, so observe it closely to connect better with those around you. Number 7. Look for micro-expressions. Micro-expressions are brief, involuntary facial expressions that occur in response to emotions. They typically last only a fraction of a second, but can reveal a lot about what someone is truly feeling. By learning to recognize these fleeting expressions, you can gain a deeper understanding of people's emotions, even when they try to hide them. Micro-expressions are universal, meaning they are consistent across different cultures and backgrounds. There are 7 basic emotions that micro-expressions typically reveal: happiness, sadness, anger, surprise, fear, disgust, and contempt. Each of these emotions has a distinct micro-expression that can be identified with practice. Happiness is often shown through a brief, genuine smile that reaches the eyes, causing the corners of the mouth to lift and the eyes to crinkle. Sadness can be seen through a slight drooping of the mouth and eyelids. Anger is typically displayed through a quick tightening of the eyebrows, narrowing of the eyes, and pursing of the lips. Surprise is characterized by raised eyebrows, wide open eyes, and an open mouth. Fear is shown through widened eyes, raised upper eyelids, and a slight opening of the mouth. Disgust is often displayed through a wrinkling of the nose and a raised upper lip. Contempt, one of the trickiest to spot, is usually shown by a slight sneer, with one corner of the mouth raised. To improve your ability to detect micro-expressions, practice is key. Start by watching videos or looking at photos that capture these brief expressions. Pause and replay these moments to train your eyes to notice the subtle changes. There are also online tools and courses available that can help you develop this skill. When interacting with people, pay close attention to their faces, especially during emotional conversations or when they are reacting to something unexpected. Over time, you'll become more attuned to these fleeting expressions and better able to understand what people are truly feeling, even when their words or overall demeanor suggest otherwise. By mastering the ability to recognize micro-expressions, you can enhance your emotional intelligence and improve your interpersonal relationships. This skill allows you to respond more empathetically and appropriately to others, fostering deeper connections and more effective communication. Remember, the smallest facial movements can reveal the most significant emotions, so keep an eye out for these subtle yet powerful signals. And there you have it, folks. By observing facial expressions, noticing eye movements, paying attention to posture, watching hand gestures, listening to the tone of voice, observing personal space, and looking for micro-expressions, you can start to read people's minds and better understand their thoughts and feelings. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Also, make sure to check out the videos appearing on your screen for more great content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.